Welcome back. Previously, we have just begun a new module regarding interest and time value. This module is classified into two parts. One part relating to interest and how to find different types of interest computations, and regarding how to make different types of installment payments likewise. And under time value, we will study in detail what is the time factor that affect in the value of money, or in other sense we can say the value of money directly or indirectly depends upon time. We will discuss in detail that area in the sessions. Now let's move on to the further cases. Question: in what time will a sum of money double itself at 10% per annum simple interest? There is no further details given in the question. So whenever you come across this question, first of all consider it is an application type and you need to think logically. On the basis of sentence given in the question, we can say that here for the computation of simple interest you need P, A, R and N. P is the principal amount. Since there is no details given in the question, let the principal amount be P. Instead of X or Y or Z like that, for the time being we can use let the principal amount be P. Here represent the annual amount or the final amount which comes at the end of a certain period, which is comprising of principal amount plus certain amount of interest. In the question it is specifically said that in what time will a sum of money double itself? A sum of money double itself. The sum of money or the amount of money at the beginning is P or the principal amount. In the question it is said that after a certain period the principal amount double itself. At the end of that certain period it becomes double. So if the principal amount was 2, at the end of the period it will be 4. Likewise, since we have assumed the principal amount as P, so the annual amount or the amount at the end of that certain specific period be 2P because it is double the amount. And R it is given 10 and N equal to, we don't know. You need to find the number of years or the time. We know that equation for finding the annual amount is A equal to P into 1 plus NR divided by 100 or P plus PNR by 100, depends upon the question. You can use any one of the equation we have dealt previously, and on the basis of assumptions we can substitute the various variables here. We can write here A is 2P because we assume the annual amount is 2P. P is similarly we assume that let the P principal amount be P, so you can use P bracket 1 plus N we don't know into R, or it is already given 10 divided by 100 we will get 2 equal to 1. That is based on mathematical basic maths, because this P comes to the other side of the equal sign. When a variable comes to the other side, since it is a P followed by bracket, it is a multiplication case, so when it comes to other side of this equal sign it will become 2P divided by P. Okay, and P and P, numerator P and denominator P will be cancelled. Finally you will left with 2 equal, within the bracket it was 1 plus 10n, n into 10n divided by 100. Now here 1 will be shifted to the other side, then it will be 2 minus 1 equal 10n divided by 100. By solving that you will get 100 equal to 10n. I hope you are aware about all these basic steps. Next, finally n equal to 10. So the total number of years took 4, converting a certain amount of money into double its principal amount is 10 years. It's just an application level, just go through it. Next one, a man deposits a certain sum of money into a bank. It amounts to rupees 12,325 in 8 years at amounts to rupees 13,565 in 10 years. Find the sum invested. It's an application type question and it's quite tricky. Here man deposited a certain sum of money. It amounts to rupees 12,325 in 8 years. Means it took 8 years for a certain sum of money to become 12,325. That is, it is an annual amount after a certain period of 8 years and an amount of 13,565 at the end of the 10th year. So there is an amount, a man invested some amount in the bank and after 8 years it has become 12,325 and after 10 years it again becomes 13,565. So what will be the amount which he has invested previously before 10 years? We need to find that amount. So first of all, let's extract the details given in the question depending upon the equation which we know. Here in the question it is given annual amount for the first part. Let's deal this equation. First of all, let's deal this question into two halves. One relating to 8 years, other relating to 10 years. On the basis of 8-year details, means for the first part of the 8 years, annual amount is 12,325 which is given in the question. And n is 8 years because we are now studying or dealing with first part. And the principal amount we don't know because it is the one which we need to find. R also no information, so it will be quite confusing. Let's deal with it. Okay, on the basis of equation, annual amount equal principal amount into 1 plus NR by 100, which can be written as annual amount 12,325 equal P into 1 plus N, 8 into R divided by 100. We can't go any further, so let it be equation 1 or equation A. We can use any variables or numbers, depends, it's up to your discretion. Similarly, as I told earlier, we are going to deal the question into two parts, one related to 8 years and other related to 10 years. So in the second part, it is given annual is details on the basis of second part, the annual amount is 13,565. Don't get confused by two annual amount. How can a man deposit one amount and it becomes, how can someone get two annual amounts based on one principal amount? Don't think like that. We just dividing the entire question into two parts, one on the basis of 8 years and other based on 10 years. So on the 10 years concept, the annual amount is 13,565, N is 10, P we don't know, just let it be P, and R let it be R. So on the basis of equation, we again developed another equation B, that is 13,565 equal P into 1 plus 10 into R by 100. Now we have developed two equations A and B. Just remember these two equations because we are going to the next slide regarding the continuation of this question. Next, previously we have developed two equations. Now divide equation A with B. Then you will get this numerator part relating to the equation A. This denominator part is relating to equation B. So we can write 12,325 equal 1 plus 8R divided by 100 equal divide that followed by 13,565 equal 1 plus 10R divided by 100. You may find it confusing how we developed like this on the basis of equation A and B. That is just simple maths. If we simply divide the equation A divided by equation B, you can see that the common numbers or factors in both cases is P, that is outside the bracket. So if we cut or deduct P on both sides of the fraction, the remaining part is only 12,325 equal to 1 plus 8R divided by 100, and the denominator part is 13,565 equal 1 plus 10R by 100. By solving this, you will get 12,325 equal Here 1 plus 8R by 100, this is basic max, it will become 100 plus 8R divided by 13,565 equal 100 plus 10R. This can be written as, by using cross multiplication, 12,325 into 100 plus 10R, that is this part of the left hand side of the equal sign, and 13,565 into 100 plus 8R, that is the right hand side of the equal sign. By opening the brackets, you will get 12,32,500 plus 12,3250R. That is this amount into 10R equal to, similarly here we are opening the bracket with the amount in the outside the bracket, you will get 13,56500 plus 10,8520R. From this on, by using the basic max, you will shift all the unknown values to the left hand side of the equal sign. Here this R related, any number attached with R are unknown numbers, that will be shifted towards the left side, and numbers which are free, that will come towards the right hand side of the equal sign. And finally you will get 14730 R equal to 124,000. Therefore R equal to 8.42. Finally we got R, but we didn't arrive at the answer because in the question it was asked to find the principal amount. We come across half part of the answer, that is we got R. By substituting in any value of R in any of the equation, for the time being we can substitute it in equation A. Equation A is 12,325 equal to P into 1 plus R in 8 into R divided by 100. By substituting this R 8.42 in this equation, you will get 12,325 equal P into 1 plus 8 into 8.42 divided by 100. It can be solved as 12,325 equal P into 1 plus 8 into 8.42 divided by 6. If you solve this part of the brackets, you will get 0.6736. Finally, 12,325 equal P into 1.6736. Finally, P equal to 7365. So, the principal amount which the man had deposited in the bank is 7,365. Just go through all these steps, make familiarize with all these concepts. We will discuss about the further details in the next sessions. Thank you.